world? It's your boy Linden Vo. I'm here to answer some questions from Sounds of the Future.
I love you, 508.
So my name's Linden Vo, obviously. The first part of that is Linden, which is like where I come from. That's like my neighborhood. That's in Malden, Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's an integral part of the music because it's like that type of area. Like my friends is artists and stuff like that. My boys make beats. You know what I'm saying? So Linden's a huge part of who I am as an artist. I'd say it's opened my eyes a lot, because when you jump into something, essentially like it's you're a part of something greater. You know what I'm saying? So to be part of Linden, isn't an individual thing. It's a family, a collective type thing. But it shows you like some people are gonna support you off of just that. Some people are gonna support you for like the music. Some people won't support you at all. So I'd say um, through that experience, I've learned that lesson. I have to give credit to like Drake for sure. You feel me? I think he was an integral part of anybody our age is like listening experience when it came to music because that was around the time we became like cognizant and decisive about what we wanted to listen to, and I feel like Drake stood out to a lot of us. So me personally, like when I make music, I feel like that's definitely inspiration that comes to mind. Chance the Rapper is a different one. A lot of people might not be hip to like Chance the Rapper, but he's super influential for me because that's all I really used to listen to in like high school. So his experience and stuff like that, like I identified with it. And I always liked rapping and stuff like that. I just never saw myself as an artist. But I feel like listening to Chance's music, it made me feel like, oh, there's a lane for me to like do what I like to hear, if that makes sense. Um so I am sitting on a lot of music right now for sure. In terms of the gap, I think the major reason behind that was a little bit of soul searching, in terms of making music. One, if I wanted to continue making music. Two, like what kind of music I wanted to make. You feel me? Like just like life. Honestly, life kind of got in the way a little bit for sure. I feel like it takes, at least for me, it takes a lot to make a project. Like usually I know when the time's right, if that makes sense. You feel me? So um, it just hasn't been the right time, I guess. It's a great question. I think I would love to go all the way with my team. You feel me? Like, and I feel like even if I was to sign to a label, I'd still try to put my team on. You feel me? So kind of both, if that makes sense. But if the opportunity is presented it to me, like, and it's a good opportunity in the long run, I feel like it'd be beneficial. I think I'd go with that. But ultimately, I'd rather do things with my people. I wonder, like, so what I think should change is the accessibility to the artist. You know what I'm saying? I feel like obviously, money talks, but I think it costs artists a lot more money to be seen than it used to, And like it's like a disadvantage to the artist because you could be a dope artist with, all this talent and stuff like that, but it's hard to get seen because you're not putting in as much money as whoever is getting seen. You feel me? Honestly, I guess you don't have to be too successful to get like a plaque, but like I think a plaque would be like a culmination of one success for sure. Even if it's, 250,000 streams or something like that, nothing too crazy. But I think a plaque would define success for me. Yeah. Well, speaking solely as an artist, which I guess kind of seeps into the kind of works for both, but Tupac has said something about if not being the one to change the world, then being the one to inspire the one who does. So I guess maybe that's what I want my legacy to be. Like, I like to write my music with a message, so I hope that message carries on. Um, there was a point in time where I couldn't afford to go to the studio, um, which is obviously an integral part of being an artist. Um, but I had a great support system around me. My people would throw down for me to go to the studio. Um, one of my mans would pay entirely for me to go to the studio, just off the strength of people having belief in my ability. So I'd say I bounced back from that, like, and now I'm consistently in the studio. So um, yeah, um, I think manifestation is very much real, and the music is one way I practice it. Honestly, a lot of however I'm feeling, I put it in the music anyway. But if I want this to happen in the future, sometimes I mention it in the music just as motivation. When I hear it back, I'm like, oh yeah, like I almost forgot, like that's a goal of mine. Yeah. So out of the last few studio sessions, I feel like everything's been good, but like there's always been that one song that's like standing out to me. And as I'm putting the puzzle pieces together, I feel like that one song from each of those studio sessions kind of culminates into like maybe an EP. Um, I'm still deciding what I'm gonna perform, but one of those songs might be what I perform. So I don't know how soon that might come, but yeah, I absolutely do that, and I do think it helps 1,000%. I think most artists will tell you that too because um, you know, like sometimes as a man, you feel me, you don't feel like comfortable enough to express how you feel. You know what I'm saying? But the music kind of gives you a safe space to do that. And like there's like less judgment for some reason. Like when you put something in song, people judge you less about it. Yeah. So and if nobody ever hears the song either, then at least you got to say how you feel. Okay. So this applies to anybody trying to accomplish anything, but be a student. Like never think you know too much. Never think you can't learn nothing. Never think nobody can't teach you something. Whatever it is you're trying to be good at, whoever's the best at it didn't come that way overnight. You feel me? Like they had to be a student and learn about it. So whatever you're pursuing, if you feel like you're hitting a wall or whatever, continue to learn. Continue to educate yourself and persevere.
I love you, 508.